All right, this is section 1.3, part 3. And we're looking at homework problems. And it says the figure shows a graph of y equals negative 2x plus 6. So let's kind of look at some things. It says what would be the answer if y equals 14. Basically, when it says y equals 14, and then y is greater than 14, y is less than 14. If you look down at the second part, this is really what you're solving. This is a substitution back in, so I'm not even sure why because they're the same answers. Okay, so what I'm going to do is kind of work these out, and you can kind of see negative 2x plus 6 equals 14. So minus 6, so that's negative 2x equals 8. And then divide by negative 2, so x is negative 4, right? So negative 4 is the answer that goes there and up here. Okay, so we just said when y equals 14, find x is really what you're doing. So if you do that, so 10, 12, 14, boom, and you come down, right, you get negative 4. So we're showing you both ways, correct? So you can come over here to there. Here's negative, but here's 14, boom, okay? So where values greater than 14 and where values less than 14. Okay, so we're going to show you that on the graph. All right, but this is kind of our breaking point in our inequality. So I've showed you both ways. Now I'm going to do this, and then it'll make sense, and you'll be able to use it a little bit easier. We're going to solve this again, but we're going to solve the second one, negative 2x plus 6 greater than 14. Now, when you solve an inequality, it's just like solving a regular equation, but you have to make sure that you understand one thing. If you multiply, or divide across that inequality, which is what I'm doing right here with the negative 2, the coefficient's negative, what you have to do is flip the inequality, right? Do you see how this change right there? Okay, and that's if you multiply or divide across an inequality. So just kind of remember that. So x is less than negative 4, right? So if you're looking at that, that would be how would I write that? What are values? So that would really be negative infinity, comma, up to negative 4, comma. So how would I write that inequality in the system that we have? That'd be this. Okay, so negative I and F is how you do a negative inequality. Now, let me show you values that are greater than 14 is everything over here, right? So if you think about this, this line goes on forever. It's can show you where it is, right? And then you could solve the next one, but where values outputs, that's outputs, right? Less than 14, that would be everything here on this line, which would mean it would go from negative 4 to positive I and F, right? Positive infinity. So everything this way. Okay. So that kind of gives you a little bit. And again, this right here, these are basically I and F. You're solving it by equation, and then you're solving it by the graph. And that's what we showed. Okay, because this right here would be negative I and F, comma, negative 4, parentheses. And it gets a parentheses because this inequality is not an equal to, it's just greater than or less than, right? If it was equal to, then it would get a bracket. Got to bring back some stuff. So this problem is actually two parts. So one, the first part is doing it on the graph, right? The second part is proving it by the equation. And of course, I proved only the second one because by then we should all see that the third one is self-explanatory. Okay. All right. So let's look at another one. And this one kind of gets solved for each of the following equations for x, right? This is the line. Where does it equal -2, right? So what we're going to do, they're giving us different outputs, and they're asking what are the x values. So here's what we're about to do. So this is 0, 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8. So this is here, right? So we're going to go, and we see that it comes down. So that's 2, 4.6. So at 0.6. If you were to solve that, you would get 0.6, right? So if you were to set this equation right here and solve for x, you're going to get 0.6. Now let's do it again. Now the equation is set to -1.2. Let me change colors. So that's here. So I'm going to go draw a horizontal line. It's there. So it's going to go up. So that's -0.2, -0.4. Okay. Now, let's kind of look at this. Now these inequalities, right? So where's the line? Where's y greater than 0.2, right? Greater than 0.2. So it's everywhere here, right? So it's from, well, hold up. Oh, yeah, sorry. It's going to get a bracket, 0.6, because it's the inequality, right? Comma, then it goes on forever, right? So it'd be INF, which would be infinity, okay? Now, this one says, where is the line less than 1.2? And that would be, let me grab a different color. Let's go green. That would be everything down here, which would be negative INF, right? Because negative infinity is over here. If you keep going that way, comma, negative 0.4 parentheses because of that inequality. Okay, so maybe that, hopefully that gives you a little bit of insight. You can solve this, guys, and get the same answers that I got. So I'm just kind of showing you on the graph as well. Let's see if there's any more. Yeah, let's do this one. This is quadratic. So where is this quadratic equal to 6? 6 is an output, right? So boom, 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 boom. And that is what? This one. So let's see, that's 3.5. Because this would be 0.5, 2.5. Here's 3, 3.5, 4. Okay, so that's 3.5. Now let me get a different color. Where's it equal to 5? So 5, let's see, if that's 4, this is 5. So I've got it here, I've got it there, and I've also got it right over here. So if that's 3 and that's 3.5, well, let's do this one first. It's 3.5, so that's about -2.3 maybe, or 2.25. This one would be, here's 1, right, -1. So, and that's -1/2, so that's -1.4 maybe, right in there, comma, and then let's go get this one, that's 3, and that's 3.5, so 3.4. It's not clearly there, but almost to the point 3.5, okay? So that should help you a little bit. Now, let me erase all of this, because now we're going to look and see, okay, we're going to make a blue line, and it's got to be at 1, so that'd be here. So we're going to draw a line. So I draw a line at 1, right? So where is the equation less, right? So what I want to look at, and I'm going to highlight it so you can kind of see, this is the y values, right? Just want to make sure that you understand. Y's less than 1, right? This is the equation. That's what y equals, right? So the y value is less than 1. That would be here and here. That's the only points, right? So let's go up to, let's do purple. So let's take this point up. So that's 2.5, 3. That's negative 3. And I'd say negative 3 point, that's 3.5. So I'd say negative 3.25 maybe. Comma. Well, let me back up because I can't just put, that is 3.25, negative 3.25. But I need to do something. I need to go, it's two things. It's negative I in F, comma, negative 3.25, comma, erase this. Okay, now let's grab this section right here. I just got to be interval notation, but so this would be 1 here. So that would be a half. So I'd be in between 1. So that I would say that that's 0.75, comma, and then that's 2.5. So I'd say 2.6. And I'm using parentheses in all of these because of that inequality, right? Infinities always get parentheses, so just kind of be mindful of that. Let's see if we got any more. Nope. All right, so that should be, I think that's section 1.3, part 3. Yeah. So that should be everything that you have on the homework, and except for one problem that's a vertical line test problem. So you should be okay. All right.